Hi guys, Kristen Martin, occupational therapist and mom, coming at you again with another 5 ways to play with common household items. And today we are going to be talking about 5 ways to play with pillows and pillowcases. So you can use living room pillows for this activity or sleeping pillows. From bedrooms for this activity, any pillows that you have around the house for the first 3 activities, and then my last 2 activities we'll be talking about ways to use pillowcases. And I know that I've been posting a lot about kind of fine motor activities, sit down activities, but today's activities are all going to get your kids moving and learning. My kids have had so much energy lately, even when they are playing outside, and especially on rainy days. These are great activities to use if you can't get them outside to burn off their energy. These activities are also great for giving your kids that deep pressure input that some kids tend to crave. It can be calming and organizing for certain kids who tend to always be jumping on things or crashing into things, and it really helps to give kids a sense of where their bodies are in space. So let's get to the activities. The first activity that I have for you, number 1, is to make a pillow path with pillows. So you can have your kids just gather all the pillows in the house and then line them up. This works great in a living room or hallway, anywhere where you have a bigger amount of floor space, and they can line them up and make a pillow path. You can make a straight path, you can make a curvy path. This is great for babies even who are still crawling. It gives them something a little bit more fun to practice crawling over, and big kids like to crawl through the pillow path as well. You can put out little animals for the kids to rescue, or superheroes, or things like that. You can even put like post-it notes or pieces of paper taped onto the pillows if you want them to try and bounce on certain letters in their name or math problems or something like that. So you can really vary that pillow path to meet the needs of all different kids, and they just love jumping from one place to another on it. For babies, I find it's helpful to put one of their favorite toys maybe at the end of it so that they have to crawl through to try and get that toy that they like. So the second way that we can play with pillows is to play a game called Hot Lava. And you might be familiar with this. You just take a bunch of pillows, you spread them out all over your space. And I like to do this with a little bit of a twist where I spread out the pillows all over, and then I'll just take some either math problems or letters or shapes, anything that your child is working on learning, and you're going to put them on pieces of paper. So I just have like letter or shape or a math problem. I mean, you can make these harder for older kids, but you just put them out in between the pillows that are all spread out, and these pieces of paper are in the lava, and your child's job is to rescue them from the hot lava. So the only thing is that they cannot touch the lava themselves. So they have to jump from pillow to pillow, and along the way they are going to answer the problems or identify the shape, whatever it may be. And if they do that, then they get to return the problem to their home base. So you can identify a chair in your living room or the couch as the home base. And you see how many points they can get by either identifying whatever the letter, shape, number is, or solving the math problem by going around on those pillows without touching the hot lava. So that's the second way that you can play with pillows. The third way that you can play with pillows is to create kind of a pillow Olympics. So your kids can come up with activities and challenges using these pillows, but a couple of ideas that I had were to have them, and I'm just going to use this as my child, our stuffed puppy here, is to have them lay down on their backs. You put a pillow on their feet, and then they have to fling the pillow either behind them or in front of them so that it lands on a couch. You see how many pillows they can do and have it land on whatever surface you want them to use. Another idea for an activity is to try and toss the pillows across the room and have it land in a certain spot, whether it be on a certain chair or in a box that you might have or something like that. And the third way is to see how many pillows they can stack up without it falling over. And it's super fun to just crash into those pillows and knock them down as they go. So those are some ideas for making your own pillow Olympics. My last two ideas involve pillowcases. So the fourth way that we can play, this time with pillowcases, is to have your child go around the house and find various objects to hide inside the pillowcase. And then you're going to play a game where you close your eyes and you just reach in and try and identify what that object is. So maybe your child can find the objects first, and then you have to guess what they are, or a sibling does, and then you switch roles. And you see if you can identify the objects just by feeling them, using your sense of touch. The fifth way that you can play with pillowcases again this time is to do a pillowcase race. And this is a really fun one to do. Again, I'm going to use my stuffed dog as my model, but you're just going to have the dog, in this case your child, sit on the end of the pillowcase, and then you're going to have another child or a grown-up pull the child around on the pillowcase. And you just make sure that you have your child holding on just about right here as you're pulling so they don't flip backwards. But you can create a little race with that. You can have siblings do this, and you can time them to see how fast they can pull the sibling through the house, down the hallway, around the kitchen, whatever it may be. But that's a really fun way to get some energy out, gets that deep pressure input, that pulling and pushing, and it's really fun for whoever is the one riding on the pillowcase. But make sure that you take turns so that everybody gets a chance. So I hope that you were able to find some fun ideas for ways to play with pillows and pillowcases, and I will be back next time with another 5 ways to play. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.